What is going on, guys? Welcome back. My name is AJ and you're watching the Beaver Dude Garage. And in today's video, obviously we're working on the E46 M3. I got something pretty special we're installing on it. You definitely don't want to miss out on this one, guys, so stay tuned. Alright, so clicking on today's video, it's pretty obvious what we're doing, guys. We're installing what I think is one of the most underrated modifications for this particular platform to date. As a matter of fact, it's probably the #1 modification, the best thing you can possibly do for your E46 M3 for the whole entire year of 2021. What am I talking about? Well, before I tell you exactly what it is, before I tell you who sent something out to me, I need you to do me a huge favor. I need you to go down to the comment section down below and subscribe if you're not subscribed. It's been a little while since I uploaded a video, and if you're new to the channel, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. You probably don't know where I've been. If you want to get caught up, if you want to find out what happened, you can click right here and get completely caught up. But for those of you guys that have come back to the channel, I appreciate it. We're going to get back to the normal DIY videos, and we're going to start with this video today. So without further ado, guys, let's get into the video. Now, a few weeks ago, a company by the name of EflexFuel, based in Finland, reached out to me about potentially running one of their EflexFuel kits. And they noticed that the app that I was using was quite a bit older than the one that they currently use. Come to find out, the EflexFuel kit that I was currently using was many generations older. So after about a week's worth of dialogue, the deal had been sealed. The proverbial virtual handshake had been shaken, and EflexFuel had sent my EflexFuel kit clear across the world to the United States to my front doorstep in about 7 business days. Not too shabby.
Unlocking the full potential of your vehicle and its engine starts with the fuel you're putting in it. With an octane rating of 105 and above, ethanol-based E85 helps modern engines achieve better performance while running cooler. Ethanol is rich in oxygen, helping fuel burn more completely while generating maximum power from every drop. This results in more engine performance and less harmful emissions compared to gasoline. Whether you're looking for better performance on the street or more torque for towing, ethanol in E85 is the answer. By converting your gas vehicle to flex fuel with EflexFuel, you can expect to see more power from your current ride. E85 is the highest octane fuel available at the pump, representing the cheapest and safest way to substitute racing fuels. It's a race fuel for the streets without the usual pitfalls. Ethanol also helps to remove grime from engine surfaces, preventing the buildup of residues on key components. That includes less moisture buildup in your engine, which results in a cleaner and cooler engine. EflexFuel technology optimizes your car to run on whatever ethanol mix you want, allowing you to reap the full benefits and octane advantages of American-made ethanol fuel. Start enjoying the awesome performance of American ethanol by upgrading your current ride to flex fuel with EflexFuel.
Alright, guys, what we have here is the EflexFuel Plus kit. After much deliberation, we decided this was the best one for myself and for my subscribers, and I'll explain to you guys later why that is. But for now, let's go ahead and unbox this, and let me show you what's inside of here. So what we have here, obviously, is a nice little sheath, always nice. I love a good presentation. Let's get this off here. And what we have in here is the FlexFuel sensor and the module. Obviously, this is a pretty standard FlexFuel sensor. You'll see this on many kits on the market, so that's a plus to see something that you would see on other products. And the brains of it here. This is actually Bluetooth enabled, and we'll be installing this somewhere inside the engine bay, most likely somewhere near the DME. And next what we have here is what I'm guessing is the harness. This is going to be the harness that directly connects the module to the injector harness and the EflexFuel sensor. It looks like there's some extensions here. This is proprietary for the module. It all looks pretty straightforward. EV1, yeah. So this is definitely for the injector harness. EV1 just depicts the style of the injectors that this car is actually equipped with, so EV1. But it does look like they do include some adapters here. This is always nice. Don't know if you guys have probably seen these adapters. You can run different injectors by using these adapters, just in case you're running upgraded injectors. So just a nice addition. And last but not least, they included some fuel line, some of the quick connectors. We'll get into those later because the E46 M3 is known for these. These are very nice. It's a quick connect that connects to the EflexFuel sensor. You can use these. You don't have to. The quick connects are always nice, especially if you're connecting and disconnecting, but you don't exactly have to use those, but it's nice that they include them. It looks like there's some extras in there, some 90-degree bends, which will possibly come in handy, and some upgraded hose clamps. You don't normally see these kinds of hose clamps, especially in these kits that are all-inclusive. So just all around a nice bit of kit that includes just about everything you could possibly need, so you don't have to make a quick trip to AutoZone. Alright guys, so one of the things that I wanted to be really adamant about was the placement and position of the EflexFuel module, this Plus model that EflexFuel sent out to me. Now, on one hand, I do want to make it visible somewhere in the engine bay. That way, if I ever need to explain or prove that the vehicle is running some type of management, some type of piggyback for the EflexFuel that I'm running, it would be openly and visible in the engine bay. But on the other hand, the engine bay gets kind of hot. And as you've seen, I took off the DME cover here, and there is a very nice place here for it. Now, the only real issue is that the size of the management box is fairly small. So what I want to do is create some type of foam holder using the packaging that was sent in the EflexFuel kit. I think by making it thick enough and using the stamp that's already inside the foam, I should be able to make something that's just thick enough to place the module inside and fit nice and snug. And of course, there's an added benefit with using the DME box. It is also waterproof. So we're going to go ahead and try to figure that out here. Cross your fingers, hopefully I can make this work. All right, guys, so what we have next is the injector harness. And as you can see here, there are piggyback leads for the injector side and one for the harness side. For some reason, they decided to leave off the actual pigtail, but it's okay, which means I was actually wrong about what the adapters were. So again, like I said, one side goes to the injector, one side goes to the harness side. It shouldn't be very hard at all to find the polarity, even though the instructions do recommend that you use a multimeter to find that out. But again, because I had a EflexFuel kit installed in my car already, the work is kind of already done, which is good for me and really good for you guys, so that you guys don't have to go through all the mess of doing that. We're going to go ahead and get these pigtails attached to the harness like we need it, and then we'll get it set up on the car. Alright guys, so it is the next day, and I want to go ahead and show you the app that you're going to need to use to run the EflexFuel Plus kit. Now, you want to go to the App Store and you want to type in EflexFuel app. As you can see, I already had it in there. I'm going to search it up, and as you can see, it'll be the third one from the top. You're going to go ahead and install that. Shouldn't take very long. Now that you have it, I'm going to go ahead and open it. It's going to bring you to this login screen. You're going to turn on location, because you will need that, say, while using this app. And then let's go ahead and get into the car and we can do the rest. Alright, so now we're in the car. You want to make sure that your ignition is on. Obviously that's the only way you're going to be able to power it, because this particular setup is powered by the ignition. Radio come on. Love that song. And it should come up. As you can see here, we got EflexFuel. That is the module. Let's connect to it. Alright, so we are connected, and as you can see, it's showing my percentage of my ethanol content at 77%. Now, I do have a fairly low tank. I've been running my car on somewhere in the realm of e65 to e75 or 75% for the last few weeks, and I haven't really seen any adverse effects. So one of the coolest things about this particular app is that they actually include a duty cycle gauge here, a graph showing you how much actual duty cycle or how much stress you're putting on your injectors. Because we're running the factory injectors, it is a good idea to keep an eye on this. Again, it is stated that you can use the factory injectors and the factory fuel pump, but it's always good to have a little bit more information, because you know, information is key. So if we go up here to the settings tab, click on settings, and you see we have home, log chart, driving mode, startup settings, overview, startup information, which is really cool. I'll get to that in a second. Fault codes, settings, and review. So we'll start up here at the driving mode, which is one of the best features. It's actually one of the reasons why you get the Plus kit. You can set your driving mode. You can set it to your 3 different integrated driving modes, which is inherent to the Plus kit. One of the best things about it. We have the economy mode here. It's pretty self-explanatory. It tells you that it minimizes emission and it's optimized for best fuel consumption. I can honestly say that after driving in economy mode for about a week, it felt like a stock car. I couldn't really tell that I was running E85, besides the normal E85 smell that comes from the exhaust, which is glorious. The car drove like a stock vehicle. I'm going to cancel that and go ahead and go to dynamic mode. As you can see, it's a little more performance oriented. I have to be completely honest with you guys. It's not a placebo. I've been driving the car on this mode for about 2 weeks now, and I really love this mode, but I haven't gone over to the sport mode, so I can only give you my opinion based off the economy and the dynamic. But from my experience over the last 2 weeks, this right here is where the best bang for your buck comes, because I'm literally getting the exact same gas mileage as I would with 93 octane, but with all these added benefits. The S54 is not naturally known for its torquiness in the mid-range. Definitely is known for pulling up top because that's where all the power is. This mode right here absolutely put the torque where the S54 does not have it. I'm extremely happy with this mode, and quite honestly, I see no real need to go to the sport mode, but I will be doing that for you guys. Don't worry, I will be doing a full review. Like I said, I've only really had this for a few weeks, and I'm getting literally the exact same gas mileage that I would be getting with 93 octane with these added benefits. So definitely highly recommend the dynamic mode. So while we're here, let's go ahead and take a look at the sport mode here. And this one here is to be expected. It's sport mode, improved engine power at all revs, obviously, higher engine torque, and may increase fuel consumption. And this is one of the best features about this particular kit. It has something very cool, startup settings. One of the things that's pretty synonymous with E85 that I've been hearing from a lot of the V8 guys, a lot of the American Muscle guys, is that you kind of just get used to some of these characteristics. One of them being possibly having a little bit more difficulty starting. Again, you're not going to have any problems, no check engine lights or anything like that, but it's possible that without running a module of this kind, you could have some starting issues at cold start. Maybe the car sat for a few days, maybe the car sat for 32 for 24 hours. You come back, the car doesn't exactly want to kick over like normal, or kind of a rough idle. You can literally enrich your startup using the app right here, having the module enrich how much E85 to actually give to you at startup, so you can kind of prevent some of those hard starting issues. So very, very cool. I currently have mine set to 2, and I'm not having any issues at a 77% blend. So also very, very cool. All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Hope you guys liked today's video. In today's video, I did my very best to show you the ease of installation for this EflexFuel kit. Now, I'll be honest, most of the kits on the market are pretty much the exact installation process maybe some of you guys out there could have done without this video. But if you do a quick search on YouTube, you'll see nothing but videos out there showing dyno results. You'll see installation videos. You'll see reaction videos, how that individual's EflexFuel kit has impacted the drivability, the overall power increase. But let's be honest, it's really hard to convey speed over a video, and I know you guys out there expect a little bit more from me, so that's why I'm going to be doing my very best to give a comprehensive review overall of my impressions of this particular kit over the course of about a month. Now, I know you guys are probably expecting a reaction video from me, and I really didn't want to drag this video any longer than it actually is. Now, what I'm going to be doing over the course of the next month is going through each individual driving mode, the economy mode, the dynamic mode, and the sport mode, and doing my very best to give you my 2 cents of the overall fuel consumption increase, the power increase, if any, and just the overall drivability, and also any quirks that might pop up in this next month's time. So anyway, guys, hopefully you guys are not too upset with me by not doing a reaction by the end of this video, but I promise you my comprehensive review for the E46 M3 will probably be the most in-depth one you'll probably see here on YouTube. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching the BeamReview channel, and as always, guys, peace out and Godspeed.